Testing, testing. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Daytona Ice Arena here in Daytona, Florida, where your Swamp Rabbits are getting ready to take on the Palm Beach Hawks today. This is a rematch from their game from last week, so looking forward to seeing what improvements we have on from that game. It's going to be a fun one today. Your Rabbits are in white for their first home game of this travel season. With just under 3 minutes left to go on this warm-up time, let's go ahead and hit our roster. Your roster today for your 18U Daytona Swamp Rabbits. Number 4, Jaden Ditsunen. Number 8, Sebastian Schaefer. Number 11, Sam Hemme. Number 12, Luke Cusmano. Number 14, Eric Rose Jr. Number 19, Alex Kozak. Number 21, Luke Williamson. Number 23, Aiden Kirschbaum. Number 24, Chase Poole. Number 26, Andrew Fogler. Number 27, Larry Lauer. Number 29, Kyler Bradis. Number 33, Josh Reagan. Number 74, Seth Canada. Number 77, Easton Grimes. Number 83, Brendan McMullen. Goalies today, number 31, Angelo McGovern, and number 35, Carson Miller. Today's coaches on the bench, head coach Eric Perrin, assistant coaches on the bench today, Vic Kirschbaum and Lee Wood. All right, this is one of 2 games here today. The second game will be later today. The second game will be later today at 3:20 versus the Florida Fury. All right, that is it. That's our 3 minutes of warm-up time here now. So as we get ready to start the game today. Again, we are going to have a special presentation in between games today. I'll bring that live later this afternoon. Just keep an eye on the channel if you are interested in watching. "15 minutes on the clock for this period here. Penalties will be assessed at 1.5 minutes each. One, two, three Rabbits, and we get started here on the first game of this Swamp Rabbit Sunday. I got the whole setup. All right, everybody, we are headed to center ice for the face-off. Taking the face-off today, it is going to be number 19, Alex Kozak. Andrew Fogler to his left. Up top, it is going to be Luke Williamson. On the back end, it is Chase Poole and number 77, Easton Grimes. On the defense, Poole in the corner with that puck, trying to get it back out of there as Kozak and Grimes both trying to chase it down. Hawks with it. Rabbits trying to get it clear. Fogler trying to get it up and out of there. Hawks keeping it in the zone. Again, Rabbits not able to clear it out of their zone. Fogler finally tapping it up and deep into the Hawks territory. Hawks pick it up, bringing it back in. Quick pass through center ice by the Hawks is picked up by Williamson at the red line. Hawks taking it back into Rabbits territory. Ditsunin quick off of the bench there. In net today is going to be number 35, Carson Miller. Hemi putting up a good fight there up against the boards, getting that, trying to keep that puck out of the stick of the Hawks. Hawks again back into the Rabbit zone. Ditsunin tried to push it out of there. Canada trying to get that puck moved out of the way. Rabbits clear to center ice as it pops back into their zone. Ditsunin taps it back over to the side to Lauer. Lauer dumping it in deep into the Hawks zone. Hawks pick it up around the backside of their own goaltender. Puck again back into the Rabbit zone. In the corner, scrum for it. Ditsunin going to chase it down around the back end. Ditsunin sending it up the way, trying to get it to Kirschbaum. Kirschbaum fighting on that blue line for that puck. Ditsunin hitting him in the corner as it's picked up by Rose. Hawks again from the circle, centering it up in front of Canada. They put it in the back of the net with 12:43 left to go here in this first period. Back at center ice for the face-off. Kozak at center, Fogler to his left, Williams. Williamson to his right, Fogler to his left, Grimes and Poole on defense. Hawks again with the puck in their own zone. Quick pass through center, dumps it in the corner. Grimes trying to get it up and out of there. Another shot wide in front of Miller. Grimes trying to move that puck out of there. Vogler taps it back out to center ice. The Hawks have got to regroup. Kozak with the takeaway, takes a shot. Grimes with the rebound, and they put it in, tying it up with 12:03 left to go here in this first period. Great job by all five of them out on the ice at that point in time. Kozak and Williamson and Vogler got that rebound, tied it up. Hawks quick on the face-off to get it back into the Rabbit zone. They center it up in front of Miller. It gets deflected to the top of the blue line. Great job by the Rabbits. Kozak poking that puck deep into the Hawk zone. Hawks circling it around in their area, trying to calm it down. It's picked up by Canada, who dumps it in deep into Hawks territory again. Canada with the hit in the boards along the side. Vogler lobbing it up to the top of the blue line. Over to the side to Reagan. Reagan takes a shot. It's scooped up by goaltender with 11:14 left to go here in this first period. McMullen in for the face-off. Poole with the puck up against the board. Plays it over to this side to get it over to Lauer. Ditsunen trying to slow it down at center ice. Ditsunen, great job getting his stick in there, rolling their way around the side. It's picked up by Lauer. Lauer with it, passing it up the way, trying to get it to Hemi. Ditsunen dumps it to center ice. Hawks with it. Gets back over to the side to Ditsunen. Ditsunen from the top of the ice. Trying to hold on to that puck. Taps it up against the board. Ditsunen. And it's going to be McMullen taking it around the backside of Miller. McMullen sending it, trying to send it around the corner. Gets caught up. Hawks lob it again in front of Miller. Ditsunen grabs it around the backside of the net. Playing it up against the glass. It doesn't deflect out to center. McMullen again trying to get it cleared. Hawks with it, sending it to the circle. Poole with it, playing it up against the board. Not able to get it past the blue line. Shot, saved by Miller with 10:04 left to go here in this first period. We're tied at 1 apiece. Face-off coming to the stick side of Miller. With Rose taking the face-off. Reagan trying to give him a hand. Schaefer trying to scoop that puck out. It comes back to the blue line. Shot through traffic. It gets deflected to the side by Miller. Another shot on goal wide of Miller. Comes over to the near side corner. Kirschbaum getting into it. Rose trying to give him a hand. Kirschbaum trying to pop it over to the side to Grimes. Grimes trying to go after it. Reagan getting his stick in on it. Hawks clear it back in. Puck is deflected back and forth on that blue line. It stays in, surprisingly, until Rabbits finally get it cleared. Kirschbaum tried to move it in a little bit deeper, but at least it got out of the Rabbit zone. Shot batted down. And another save by Miller with 9:09 left to go here in this first period. Face-off coming to the stick side again. Kozak taking the draw with Williamson and Vogler on his left and right. Ditsunen and Canada on the back end. Ditsunin trying to get that puck cleared. Shot wide. Hawks cycle it around the backside of Miller to the top of the boards in the Rabbit zone. Rabbits able to get it clear out to center ice as the Hawks chase it down. Kozak hustling to knock that puck back, but the Hawks send it back to center, and we're back in the Rabbit zone again. They bounce it around the backside of Miller. A missed pass on the Hawks' part sends it all the way deep into the Hawks' territory with 8:15 left to go in the period. McMullen in there trying to get a swing on, get his stick on that puck, but the Hawks bring it back in around the backside of Miller. Poole getting in on that around the backside of the net. Hawks call for it at the top of the line, and it is picked up by Lauer with a backhand and a save by Hawks goaltender with 7:48 left to go here in this first period. Faceoff is coming to the stick side of Hawks goaltender. Rabbits win the draw, gets back to Poole at the blue line. Poole sending it towards Lauer. McMullen gets it around the back side, or sends it around the back of the net. Hawks with it. Hawks take that puck, trying to get past Poole. They cut the other way. McMullen in there to strip that puck away. It pops to the blue line. Hawks keep it in to the Rabbit zone. Poole putting him in up against the boards. A one-time miss by the Hawks as the Rabbits try and clear it. From the blue line, shot wide of Miller. Poole and Hemme both trying to get after it. Hemme reaches out. That puck comes loose out to center ice. Everybody's got to regroup now. 7 minutes left to go in the period. Caught in a line change, but it's going to be offsides on the Hawks with 6:58 left to go here in this first period. Face-off coming to the top of the blue line just outside of the Hawks zone. Rose taking the face-off with Kusmano out there as well. Shot knocked down by Ditsunin. Ditsunin, great clear from in front of Miller. Again, puck flying in front of Miller, but cannot get past the wall of Rabbits there. Rose taking it through the legs of the Hawks player, but the Hawks quickly get possession back, taking it back into the Rabbit zone. Rose with it in the corner, lobbing it up the way back over to the side to Kusmano. Hawks fire, it's knocked down. Hawks again with the puck at center ice. Got to get everybody back onside. Rose trying to get that puck out of there. We got a line change coming up on the Hawks as Reagan picks up the puck. A missed pass, a shot, save by Miller in net. 5:52 left to go here in this first period. We're tied at 1 apiece. Shots on goal right now, 7 in favor of the Hawks, 3 by the Rabbits. Kozak taking the face-off now. Again with that line of Fogler and Williamson on his left and right. Canada on the back end with Poole. Poole with the puck. Had him pinned up against the backside of the net. Poole trying to get that puck cleared out of there. Great job by the Rabbits defense. Again, shot wide of Miller. Hawks from the circle. It gets deflected as Fogler redirects it back out to center ice. Hawks overskated that puck, but they pick it back up quickly. But the Rabbits take it away, dumping it in deep into the Hawks zone. That is going to be McMullen with that takeaway. Hawks again, quick passing shot. Great block by Miller in net. Another shot saved by Miller. Great defensive play there by Reagan to knock that puck out from in front of Miller. Hawks again moving it back into the Rabbit zone. It's grabbed by Reagan, who hits it to Hemi. Hemi taps it back out to center. 4:15 left to go in the first period. McMullen with it from the circle in the Hawks zone. Centers it up, gets it to Hemi. Hemi shoots. It's deflected. Hawks clearing it quickly through center ice and back into the Rabbit zone. Grimes getting his stick in there. Shot. Another great save by Miller with 3:55 left to go here in this first period. Face-off coming to the stick side of Miller. Hawks win that face-off. As Grimes trying to get his stick in there. Lauer trying to get that puck up and out of there. It's bouncing around the backside of the net as the Hawks struggling to keep possession as they are being hounded by the Rabbits. Oh, Grimes got his stick lifted, couldn't get that puck cleared out of there. Puck got kicked back into play by the Hawks. From the circle, shot saved by Miller with 3:13 left to go here in this first period. Faceoff is coming again to the stick side of Miller. Rose taking the face off. Canada out there along with Kirschbaum. Shot saved by Miller. Guzmano out there as well. And Poole gets the puck off of the face-off from Rose, kicking that puck out of there, trying to get it over there. They put it in the back of the net with 2:59 left to go here in this first period. Face-off coming here at center ice with Rose taking the draw. Kirschbaum to his left, Guzmano to his right. Canada and Poole on the back end on defense. Canada trying to get that puck up and cleared. Hawks push it back. Canada pops it to Poole. Poole taps it over to Kirschbaum. Comes in deep into the Hawks territory. Kirschbaum coming up to try and get it in the corner. Goes around the backside of the Hawks net. Guzmano gets his stick down there to try and stop it. It clears all the way deep into the Rabbit zone. Poole's going to take it around the backside of Miller. Poole with that puck, trying to skate it past the Hawks. Hawks trying to get it back in front of Miller again. Poole going after it in the corner. Taps up to Guzmano. Guzmano over to Canada. Canada to Kirschbaum. Puck back into center ice and back into the Rabbit zone where Canada taps it up against the boards. Kozak with the puck now. Slides it through center ice, gets it over to this side to Kirschbaum. Hawks clear it to center. Ditsunen now with it, trying to lob it out of the zone. It's cleared out to center ice. A scrum for it up against the boards. It's kicked back into the Rabbit zone again. Ditsunen able to sling it up high and back into Hawks territory. Nice job by Fogler batting that puck down. Hawks then send it back in deep into the Rabbit zone. while Reagan clears it back out to center ice. Hawks get it once again as that puck is batted down in the air by Kozak. Comes over to the bottom of the circle in the Rabbits territory. Tsunin trying to get that puck up and out of there. It gets cleared all the way deep into Hawk zone. And for the first time in this game today, with less than a minute to go, we have icing. So you know what that means. We're going to go all the way back. Faceoff is coming to the glove side of Miller. Hawks quick passing right off of that draw. They take a shot and it's wide of Miller. Lauer gets in there, able to move that puck out of there. Hawks pick it back up and dump it back in deep. Poole calls for Lauer to get it in the corner. Poole comes up again, fighting for that puck along the side. 25 seconds left to go. Lauer to Hemi. Hawks pick it back up again. It clears up to the top of the boards. McMullen with it. McMullen trying to hold on to it. 10 seconds left to go in the period. Puck comes around to the near side boards. Rabbits getting in on it. And that is going to be it for the first period. Thanks for joining us here live at the Daytona Ice Arena here in South Daytona, Florida, where your 18U Daytona Swamp Rabbits are taking on the Palm Beach Hawks in a rematch from last week's game. Lots of great improvement that we've been seeing from a couple weeks ago to today. Absolutely a great game of hockey being played right now, and we're only in the beginning of the second period. Don't forget to join us again later today at 3:20, where we will be taking on the Florida Fury. Upcoming games for your Swamp Rabbits on October 18th, we will be heading to Ellenton, Florida at the Ellenton Ice, where we will be having two games starting at 4:45, starting with the Gulf Coast Flames, followed up by the Florida Warriors. All right. Here we go. Here at center ice, Rose taking the face-off with Kirschbaum to his right. Up top, it is Schaefer. On the back end, it is going to be Reagan and Grimes. I'm sorry, Reagan and Canada. My apologies. I'm still learning the names. Still trying to get the names and numbers all put together. Hawks take it in. Shot on goal. Save by Miller. Rose with it. Gets it over to the side to Canada. Canada lobs it up high into center ice. Hawks take it back into the Rabbit zone. Canada takes that puck away. Schaefer putting him up against the boards. Shot! Nice job by Canada in net there. Hawks went in for the rebound, and Canada kicked it. And Miller kicked it right out of there. Puck comes deep into the Hawks zone. We're icing on the Rabbits, so we're going to go all the way back. Face off coming to that glove side again of Miller. Rabbits scrumming for the puck in the corner. As the Hawks get it around the backside of Miller, they center it up. It deflects up to the top of the circle in the Rabbit zone. Shot through traffic, deflected by Miller. Hawks again around to the bottom side of the ice here. Again, still in the Rabbit zone, centering that puck up. Great defensive play by the Rabbits to get that cleared out and into center ice. Williamson passing it over to the side to Fogler. Fogler trying to turn it around, gets it to Poole. Poole keeping it in on the blue line. Nice job. It comes back out to center, though, as the Hawks take it in and take a shot. And they put it in. With 13:11 left to go here in this game, Rabbits trail 3-1. Rabbits are working hard out there this morning. Lots of good stuff we're seeing, though, on the ice now from this team. So, 20 shots on goal right now by the Hawks versus the Rabbits. 3. Hawks again, getting it in. Shot deflected by Miller. Puck comes up and out to the blue line to center ice. Hemi trying to get his stick in there. Shot on goal, saved by Miller. All right, face-off coming to the glove side of Miller. McMullen taking the face-off. Comes over to the near side. Lauer puts him in the corner. McMullen follows up with it. Puck is in front of the net again. Cleared out of the way by Hemi. Deflected back into the top of the ice by the Hawks. Hawks trying to get in on that one. Hawks come up with it. Rabbits clear it to center ice. Hawks pick it up again. Hawks at the red line. Back in to the Rabbit zone. Reagan taps it up to the red line. Hemi gets leveled up against the boards there at the red line. Hawks take it back into the zone. They look to get a shot off. Puck is loose. It was actually on the inside of Reagan's skate, and I think it got picked up and saved by Miller there at the very end. All right. Whew, sorry, just got to chill on that one. All right, Rose coming in to take the draw with 12 minutes left to go in this second period. Canada sends it around the backside of Miller. Schaefer tries to stop it at the top of the circle as the Hawks send it back down to the near side corner. Canada again in the corner with the puck. Turns it back around, trying to gets a little help from Rose. Hawks come up with it. Hawks pass it up to the blue line. Looking to get it in there through the slot. Great job by Canada, kicking that puck up and out of the way, bouncing it up against the board, sending it in deep into the Hawk zone with 11:13 left to go. Schaefer not able to stop it there to keep it in to the Rabbit zone. It comes back, to keep it in the Hawk zone, comes back into the Rabbits territory. Rose in the corner with the puck. Gets a little help in the corner from Gitsunin. Hawks with it. Ditsunen trying to lob it up against the boards to the blue line. Shot from the circle. Saved by Miller with 10:35 left to go here in this second period. Face-off coming to the stick side of Miller. Hawks send it to the top of the circle, just one shot wide of Miller. Puck comes out into center ice. Hawks maintain possession. They calm it down in their own zone. It gets lobbed up high and now back into the Rabbits territory. Gets in and with it, sends it around the boards to Poole. Poole with it. Tapping it back out, it gets deflected out to center ice. Hawks again with a quick pass trying to get it through. Kozak standing them up at the blue line, so the Hawks again have to regroup in their own zone. Quick pass to center ice. They finally make it back into the Rabbit zone. Williamson loses his stick on that one. Gets in and able to dump it in back into the Hawks territory. Vogler putting the pressure on around the backside of the net. Quick pass, cross ice through center. It's picked off by Ditsunen. Williamson grabs it, takes it into the Rabbit zone. It's being called for by McMullen, and a shot save by Hawks goaltender with 9:08 left to go in this second period. (24-4) shots on goal right now in favor of the Hawks. McMullen taking the draw on that one as the puck comes back in deep into Rabbits territory. Save by Miller. McMullen taking the draw again. Reagan to his right, Hemi to his left, Grimes and Lauer out there as well. Shot doesn't make it through traffic. Hawks again with it in the corner, taking it up to the blue line, passing it down to the bottom of the ice through the circle. It's picked up by McMullen, tapped out and back to center ice by Hemi. Hawks again taking that puck back into the Rabbit zone. Saved by Miller again. 8:28 left to go here in this second period. Face-off is going to be coming to Miller's stick side once more. Rose taking the face-off as it gets kicked back to the side to Canada. Poole out there as well. Poole with the puck in the corner, picked up by the Hawks. Schaefer trying to get his stick in there. Shot, score. 8:15 left to go in the second period. Hawks go up 4-1. High top shelf goal by the Hawks on that one. Rose again taking the face-off. Kirschbaum to his right, Schaefer to his left. Poole and Canada in on the back end on defense. As Kirschbaum trying to get that puck, it gets deflected up against the glass. Canada with it around the backside of the net, passing it up the way over to Schaefer. Schaefer trying to move it through center ice. He does. Kirschbaum trying to give him a hand, but it's picked up by the Hawks at center ice and taken back into the Rabbit zone. Hawks again from the side, off the pipe. Poole with it, clearing it over to the side of the glass. Hawks again with it. Shot wide of Miller. 7:35 left to go in the period. Rose with the puck, sending it up the way to Kirschbaum. It clears out to center ice, back down into Rabbits territory. Schaefer getting his stick in there to get that deflection. It's grabbed by Canada. Canada trying to get it cleared. It gets dumped back deep into the Rabbit zone. Poole gets it around the backside of the net. Spins it around. Passes it up the way to Schaefer. Gets picked off by the Hawks. Hawks shoot wide of Miller. Hawks again with it from this bottom circle. Take it through the slot, looking to shoot. They score. 6:54 left to go here in this second period. Hawks lead 5-1. Fresh legs coming out on the ice for the Rabbits now. A little bit harder to get those line changes on this side of the ice right now. Kozak taking the face off. Williamson to his right. Up top, it is going to be Fogler with Grimes and Reagan on the back end on defense. Reagan breaks his stick. Oof. Thoughts going out to the wallet of Reagan's parents on that one. Yeah, that's never a good sign when you see that happen. As puck comes back deep into the Hawk zone. It gets cleared all the way down into Rabbits territory, and it is going to be offsides by the Hawks with 6:19 left to go in this second period. Reagan with a new stick. Face-off coming right in front of us here with Kozak at center, Williamson to the right, Fogler to the left. Hawks dumping it in deeper on the backside of Miller. Swings all the way to the top of the ice. Reagan gets in there once more. Does not break this stick. Puck comes all the way back out to center ice as it's cleared. Back to the Rabbit zone. Rabbits, Reagan with it to the blue line. Hawks pick it up. Hawks again. Quick pass through center from the circle. Quick shot, and it's wide. Again, from the slot. Redirect. Does not. It hits wide of the net. Grimes loses his puck his stick at this point in time. Puck comes loose yet again over to the near side. Grimes finally able to clear it. And it's going to be icing with 5:23 left to go in this second period. We're going to go all the way back. Face-off coming to the stick side of Miller. McMullen on the draw, trying to get that puck out of there. Jitsunen and Hemi both chasing that puck down in the top corner. Jitsunen trying to bank it up the boards to get it out of the zone. Not quite making it as the Hawks shoot, and it hits just the top of the glass above the head of Miller. Jitsunen trying to hold on to that puck. Hemi giving him a hand. Hawks with it once again. Looking for that wraparound. Miller drops and covers with 4:33 left to go here in this second period. Face-off coming to the stick side of Miller again. Williamson taking the face-off, kicking it over to the side to Rose. All the rabbits in there trying to get a piece of that puck. And it comes over to the near side corner. Shot through traffic. It goes in with 4:06 left to go in this second period. 29 shots on goal right now for the Hawks. 4 shots on goal by the Rabbits. Kozak taking the face off. Lauer to his right. Vogler to his left. Poole and Reagan in on defense. Poole looking to draw him out to the side. Gets that puck turned around and moves it back along the boards. Rabbits get it cleared. Picked up by Vogler. Vogler driving it down the way. It gets deflected back into the near side corner. Poole trying to get it cleared. Gets it up the side over to Kozak. Kozak trying to get that puck out of there as they kick it along that blue line. Here comes Lauer in there. Lauer in there trying to get that puck out of there. Kozak holding his own. Poole able to kick that puck up and over that blue line to center ice. Hops over to the near side. Lauer again off the boards. Wow, hell of a hit. Kozak with it. Shot deflected high. Vogler looking to get the rebound. Takes a shot, saved by Hawks goaltender with 3:02 left to go here in this second period. Face-off coming to the glove side of Hawks goaltender. McMullen taking the draw. Williamson to his right. Hemi to his left. Quick shot off of the face-off. It's blocked. Ditsunin keeping it in on the blue line, sending it back in deep into the Hawks zone. Again, Williamson trying to get his stick in there, and the Hawks again taking it away, trying to get past Canada in the corner. They center it up. Ditsunin kicks it to the side. Rabbits with the puck. Canada has it, passes it up the way to Hemi. Hemi lobs it towards the net. It's deflected by the goaltender. Hawks trying to pick it up. Ditsunin intercepts that puck at the circle, but the Hawks clear with 2 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in this second period. Nice job by the Rabbits. Getting that puck cleared again. McMullen clears it out to center. Hawks dumping it in deep as it comes around to the near side corner. From the blue line, Hawks have it. Top of the ice. From the circle, shot, score. 1:50 left to go in this second period. Coming out on the ice for the face-off, it is going to be Kozak with Kusmano to his right, Schaefer to his left. On the back end, it is Grimes and Canada. Hawks again making a run for it. Shot, saved by Miller. Another great save by Miller as the puck gets deflected to the top of the ice. Schaefer trying to get that puck cleared. Kozak dancing around it. Shot. Oh, yeesh. It got caught up on Miller's pads, and he tried to lunge out to stop it. Top shot score on Miller by the Hawks with 1:14 left to go here in this second period. Coming back out here to center ice, it is going to be McMullen taking the face-off. Lauer to the right, Vogler to the left. Poole and Reagan on the back end on defense. Puck comes up. It is the Hawks with it at center ice. Puck comes loose deep into the Hawks territory. Less than a minute to go here in this second period. Reagan gets the puck around the backside of Miller. Comes back out to the blue line. Shot denied by Reagan. Another shot, this one denied by Miller with 28 seconds left to go in this period. Face-off coming to the stick side of Miller in net. Rose with it. Can't get it past the blue line as the Hawks pick it up from the slot. Shot saved by Miller. Again with a follow-up shot. Another great deflection as the Rabbits get it out to center ice. Hawks with another chance. 5 seconds left to go in the period as Canada stands him up there at the blue line. And that is going to be it for this second period. Woo! Thanks for joining us here live on the KPHN for your Swamp Rabbit Sunday edition of Travel Hockey. Yes, it is a lovely 78 degrees outside right now, but it is cold here on the ice. Your Rabbits trailing the Hawks 8-1 right now. Shots on goal 35-7 in favor of the Hawks, but don't let that number fool you. This is an amazing improvement over a few weeks ago. And let's take a second and talk about number 35, Carson Miller. Carson Miller in net today has been doing a phenomenal job. He has absolutely been killing it there in net today. So let's definitely number one star of this game today by doing such an amazing job in net. Like I said, I know the score doesn't show it, but 35 shots on goal right now. Miller has been doing very well. The passing, we're seeing a much stronger passing happening right now with this team, much better communication, and really great defense today by this Rabbits team. 15 minutes on the clock as we get ready to start this third period. This will be a rolling clock at this point in time due to the score differential. Don't forget, join us again later today at 3:20 p.m. as we will have our second game of our Swamp Rabbit Sunday versus the Florida Fury. Miller heading back between the pipes as we get ready to head to center ice to start off this third period. Rose is taking the face off. Vogler to his left. Up top, Williamson. On the back end, it is going to be Poole and Grimes. Poole pushing him out to the corner. Poole with the puck, swinging it along the boards over to Vogler. Vogler not able, or I'm sorry, not Vogler. The Hawks send it back into the corner. Rose putting the pressure on there as the Hawks send it back to the top of the ice. Grimes getting in on that one. Williamson tried to get his stick in the way. Shot and a goal. Again, we are on a rolling clock. So 14 minutes, 10 seconds, and counting left to go here in this game. Thanks so much for joining us here live on the KPHN. You can see all your favorite 18U Swamp Rabbits here this season. McMullen with the face-off as the Hawks get it. Dumping it in, tried to dump it in deep into the Rabbit zone, but it got deflected up and out of play. Face-off coming back here to the bottom of the blue line, just outside of the Hawk zone. McMullen taking the face-off, wins it, gets it over to Hemme, picked up by the Hawks. Hemme and Lauer both on that line there. Hemme scrumming for that puck in the corner. Poole at the blue line as Grimes gets it. Grimes sends it back to center ice. Grimes with it. I'm sorry, not Grimes, that's Lauer. My apologies. Shot wide of Miller. Puck comes loose again, deep into Hawk zone. Puck is deep into the Rabbit zone, picked up along the back end by Reagan. Reagan overskates it. Canna gets in there to try and get his stick up and out of there, or get that puck up and out of there. And at 12 minutes, 13 seconds left to go in this game, we have our first penalty of the game. Looks like it is going to be a tripping call coming up against Reagan. Hawks going on, I'm sorry, Rabbits going on a penalty kill here now. Sorry, guys, my caffeine just is not kicking in as well as it needs to be at this moment. Kozak taking the face off. Grimes and Canada and Rose out on the ice. There we go. Penalty is up on the board now. We can do this. Here we go. Hawks kick that face off. Like literally no stick was on that puck. It was just that. Grimes dumping it in deep. Bringing it around the near side corner. Make it. It's going to be offsides on the Hawks with 11:15 and counting. A minute left to go here in this game. I'm sorry, a minute left to go in the penalty kill for the Rabbits. Face-off coming right here at the bottom of the blue line. It is Kozak on that face-off as the Hawks get it. Picked up by Rose. Rose, tried to make a drive, got that puck stripped away. Great job by Canada kicking it out of the way. Hawks again to the side. It's wide. From the blue line. Shot. Saved by Miller. Puck comes loose. Grabbed by Canada. Puck comes all the way down deep into the Hawk zone for icing with 10:18 left to go here in this game. We're going to go all the way back, and that is going to be the end of the penalty for Reagan. Nope, not icing on that one. I don't know what the call was or why we come back to this. on that penalty kill, Rabbits only allowed one shot on goal. Another shot on goal saved by Miller. Another shot on goal, and that one went in over the top of Miller's stick side. 9:20 left to go and counting in this game. Don't forget, join us again later today at 3:20, where your Rabbits are taking on the Florida Fury. Have a hold on this one here for a second. Poole and Canada on the back end on defense. As McMullen takes that face off, he kicks it over to Canada. Canada taps it up the way, trying to get it over to the side to Cusmano. Cusmano sends it back to center ice. Lauer now out there. Poole getting to it here in the corner. Sorry, my tripod is acting up right now. There we go. Puck again in front of Miller. Gets deflected to the side, over to the blue line, through the slot. Cleared up out of the way by Canada. From the blue line again, the Hawks send it back in. Poole with it. Poole trying to get it clear to get tapped back in. Poole again with it up against the boards. Bumps out. Nope, does not bump out. And so Canada is going to get it at the top of the ice. Canada with it. Puck finally pops out. It's going to be McMullen taking his way in through the zone. Centering it up. No one there to get to it. As Reagan back out on the ice now. Lauer dumping it in deep into the corner. 7:30 left to go in this game. Delayed penalty coming up against the Rabbits. Second penalty of this game coming up. Hawks maintaining possession as they go through, and it is going to be offsides on the Hawks. But a high stick penalty coming up now against the Rabbits. 6:53 and I don't know why they stopped the clock. All right, 6:53 left to go in this game. Rabbits again on another penalty kill. McMullen again on the faceoff. Shot wide of Miller. Hemi racing in there to try and get that puck up and out of the way. Grimes going after it. Canada as well. Putting that pressure on there in the circle. McMullen trying to turn it around. Shot in front of Miller. He kicked it. Hawks with the rebound. It gets deflected off of Miller's right pad. Rabbits clear it back out to center ice. Hawks sending it to the corner at the bottom of the ice. Hemi able to bat that puck back out to the blue line. 30 seconds left to go in the penalty kill for the Rabbits. McMullen scrumming for that puck up against the boards, putting that hit on. Shot through traffic, denied. Hawks again getting their way in there close next to Canada. A one-timer miss by the Hawks. Hemi grabbing it around the backside of the net, sending it around to the corner. That's going to take us to the end of the second, or end of that penalty kill, number 33 on the Hawks in Canada. He turned Canada upside down. Hawks again. Shot up and out of play with 5 minutes and counting left to go in this game. Thanks again for joining us here live on the KPHN. Join us again later today, again at 3:20, where we will be taking on the Florida Fury here at the Daytona Ice Arena. Faceoff is coming to the glove side of Miller. Hawks from the blue line, shot, saved by Miller, grabbed by Reagan around the backside of the net. Puck comes loose deep into Hawks territory. Vogler with the puck, trying to move it through the zone. Kozak gets it now. Vogler making his way through traffic as the puck gets stopped up against the boards one more time. Rose trying to keep it in. Lauer taps it deep into the Hawk zone with 3 minutes, 45 seconds left to go in the game. Rose tried to stop it there with his skates. It deflects deep into the Rapid zone. Grabbed by Reagan. Poole and Williamson both getting twisted up together. They put it in the back of the net with 3:19 left to go in the game. Faceoff coming back to center, 3 minutes and counting left to go in the game. Williamson taking the faceoff. Kirschbaum to his right. Oh, nope. Who's up top? I can't see who that is up top. Lauer up. Nope. Cusmano up top. Poole with it with a missed pass. Gets it over to the side. It gets cleared out to center ice. Grimes going after it around the backside of the net. 2 minutes, 30 seconds and counting. From the blue line, shot through traffic wide of Miller. Hawks from the top of the circle, deflected in traffic. Another shot deflected in traffic. Again, it hits off the side of the net. Poole trying to go after it. Grimes picks it up in the corner. 2 minutes left to go in this game as the Hawks keeping it in at that blue line. Poole with it, trying to turn it around, getting twisted up there. Williamson to give him a hand. Puck comes loose. It's picked up by Kirschbaum. Kirschbaum clears it out to center ice deep into the Hawk zone. Cusmano going after it with a little pressure from Kirschbaum. Puck comes loose again out to the center as Reagan fires. Hawks get it in their own zone. 1:30 left to go in this game. Hawks settling it down as they get a line change. Williamson tried to stop it. Puck comes deep into the Rapid zone. Rose going after it. From the slot, shot deflected up and out of play. Faceoff is coming to the stick side of Miller with 1 minute left to go in this game. Hawks again with that puck. to the bottom of the ice. Back and forth passing. Right in front of the net. Shot. Great job by Rose to knock it out of there. 20 seconds left to go in the game. Rabbits just need to get it cleared at this point, as it's going to come all the way down deep into the Hawk zone. Ryer getting in on it. Kozak getting in on it. And that is it. That is the end of the game. Rabbits fall to the Hawks. 11-1 final. Shots on goal, 46-7 over there. Hawks rallying around their goaltender. We've got one hell of a workout out there today. Number 35, Carson Miller in nets today. Leading the pack for the handshake. Thanks for joining us here live on the KPHN. Don't forget, join us later today at 3:20 p.m. as we take on the Florida Fury. Thanks for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast despite the outcome. And as always, let's go Rabbits.